So you got the crazy notion that you can do a blinged out piece of tack on your own. Well, you can, but let me give you a few pointers before you get started. You're going to need to order some syringes from Amazon. You're going to need a set of needles like this that will go on the end of the syringes, kind of like this one here, because you're going to put the glue, which I used the E6000 for this piece of tack. I know other people use the 7000. I decided to use this one because I needed a little forgiveness since this was my first time. You're gonna want to have some trays like this. I got the, it's like a 6-pack on Amazon. And you're gonna need a tool like this one that will pick up the little crystals and put them into the glue where you want them. And that set, I believe, came with like these little tweezer things, which were instrumental when I screwed up and needed to remove something that was already set in the glue. And then I also just wanted to point out, so I have like a couple of clusters here of different sized crystals. And this is kind of gets to the point of a lot of people choose to underpaint. So paint the leather first, paint the design on first, and then apply glue on the crystals. I chose to not underpaint my breast collar because it was already, you'll see it's already a dark color, and I knew I wanted to keep the background dark. But so for me, the choice and which size crystals to use, I had watched videos, probably like you all have watched videos of other people doing this type of work. And I saw that they used the larger sized crystals. I think like the smallest they were using was like a 12. So I ordered 12s, I ordered 16s, I ordered 20s. And some consideration does have to be given to how specific your design is going to be, like so how much detail it's going to have. And so for what I chose, I needed to actually use pretty small crystals. So there's nothing over a size 10 or a 12 on this because I wanted my design to show up. And again, I wasn't underpainting, so I wanted to make sure that, like if you see this one's probably a 6. The spacing gets like, so like I needed them to be able to be like really jammed together and not a lot of the background color like showing through to dilute the image that I was trying to show through the placement of the crystals. So that's just kind of like a tip, is just think about the design that you want and whether, if it's a real like intricate design, and you want highly specific, like lines and such, like I would just stay a little smaller. It's going to take you longer. It'll take more crystals, but at the end, it's going to be, it's going to turn out hopefully like you want it to. I also used one of these. This is a clamp, and I'm just working on a little folding table to clean the leather to prepare it for the crystals to be glued on. I used some cosmetic, I guess they're like a sponge, and some 91% isopropyl alcohol to rub down the leather. I used a sanding block like this to scuff it up, because you do want to make sure that the surface is scuffed. These represent not all of my $900 in crystals that I ordered, and I hope I have other projects I can think of to use them up. And I always kept these alcohol prep pads on hand because they were like, as you're like going through this process, you will encounter, your hands are going to get sticky, your tools will get sticky, and you just want to be able to like clean them off. And they're also quite handy at the end when you just kind of want to clean things up a bit. So yeah, that's, if you want to get started, there you go. Please feel free to post any comments or questions that you have, and I'll, try to answer them. And I'd just like to reiterate that this is, the approach that I took based on information that I was able to gather. You can take a different approach. It's just meant to, provide, further information out there for people to make their own decisions and, creative choices.